Alright, you guys, I'm still making videos about this gentleman talking about Revelation 13:10, where it says that he that leadeth in captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience of the faith of the saints. These Hebrew Israelites, people who dress like this, wear stuff like this, they interpret that verse as meaning that Arabs, Asians, and Caucasians will be going into the heavenly gates in bondage. I really don't believe that's what the scripture is to interpret it as. And the evidence that I've been showing points to something other than what they are saying. So clearly, these people have no historical evidence to back their claims up, nor do they have any biblical evidence. They're only going to one verse for you guys to prove their point. And then when they try to go to other verses to prove their point, they're going to events that already have happened and been fulfilled. Like even Deuteronomy 28, that does not point to the Atlantic slave trade. That points to events entirely different that happened in like Second Kings and everything of that sort. So their history and their biblical information and knowledge is, at a detrimental point to themselves, is what I'm going to just say and leave it at. All right, let's get back to the scripture. And we left off at verse 7, people. And this is what we were talking about. It was talking about this fourth beast. And also, this fourth beast is dreadful and terrible. It represents the Roman Empire. And the Roman Empire was split up, which had 10 horns now. Let me show you this right here. The Alemanni are the Germans of today. The Burgundy are the Swiss of today. The Franks are the French of today. The Lombards are the Italians of today. The Saxons are the English of today. The Suevi are the Portuguese of today. The Visigoths are the Spanish of today. But we do not have the Heruli, the Vandals, and the Ostrogoths of today. But you know why? It's because they're extinct. They were wiped out. And there's a reason behind why these people were wiped out. And the Ostrogoths were very strong, and they really ran things when they were, in power, and they had the authority over the Roman Empire. But they ended up losing it, and eventually they were wiped out. Now peep this though. It says, I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn. So among the 10, another little horn appeared. And it says, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of a man, and the mouth speaking great things. So now I want you guys to remember, in the upper verse where it was talking about Babylon, it said that, remember, a heart was given to it and it was made to stand up on its feet. But look, the same thing is kind of happening to this one right here. It says this, and behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of a man, and a mouth speaking great things. Same thing used, but except eyes were given to it. So as we can see, this system is big-headed and it's putting itself above God. It also says, and I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow. I can't fully make out what this verse is saying, so I'm just read what I can read. And I behold till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow. And the top of his head, I believe it says, like pure wool, and his throne like the fiery flame. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were open. I beheld then, because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake, I beheld, even till the beast was slain, and his body destroyed and given to the burning flame. As concerning the rest of the beast, they had their dominion taken away, yet their lives were prolonged for a season and time. And I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days. They brought him near before him, and there was given him dominion and glory and the kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. Talking about Jesus Christ, people.